the tutorial on resource management technique, or otherwise called as operation research. Let us start. The resource management technique is otherwise called as operation research, having two buzzwords like operations and research. Operation is nothing but the set of activities carried out in the organization. And the research is the process of observing the activity and testing the activity based on some scientific method. So we'll be getting a situation, that means a real-time situation, and we will convert the situation into a problem statement, and we can convert that problem statement into some mathematical model called model construction, and we can validate that mathematical model using some algorithm, and after completing that algorithm we can experiment that problem, and after experimenting the problem we'll be getting a multiple solution, and in that multiple solution we'll be getting a best solution out of it. So, operation research is a quantitative approach to decision making based on scientific method of problem solving. So, we will be applying many scientific methods, and based on the scientific method, we will be getting a solution, and based on the solution, we will be getting a optimal solution. So, we will see a lot of problems later in the tutorial or later in this classes. So there are two types of models available in RMT or operation research. One is deterministic model and stochastic model. So deterministic models deals with the known data or the certain data, and stochastic models deals with the randomized data or the unknown data. So the value that we got from a deterministic model will be an exact one. The stochastic model, the value which we will get from the stochastic model will be an approximate value, and say we can get the probabilities uh, like that. So deterministic model deals with five major concepts like linear programming, network optimization, integer programming, nonlinear programming, and inventory models. The linear programming deals with the process of maximizing the given profit or minimizing the given profit. We'll be applying so many algorithms or techniques like simplex method, two-phase method, and big M method, and so many methods. Network optimization deals with the process of minimizing the number of flow or the data flow in the network. Say we can use a Dijkstra's algorithm for shortest path distance calculation, and so on. Integer programming deals with process of getting the integer as a solution, like Gomori's cut is one example, or cutting plane method is one example, or branch and bound integer programming is one example. So in unit 1 we will be focusing on linear programming, which deals with simplex method, two-phase method, and big M method. In network optimization, it's like a network model. So in our syllabus we'll be having shortest path algorithms like Floyd's algorithm and Dijkstra's algorithm. Integer programming, which comes under the third unit, like Gomori's cut, branch and bound algorithm, and multi-stage dynamic programming. So nonlinear programming will be having Kuntaker condition and so many things. So we don't have something called inventory models in our syllabus, so we are not going to consider this. Stochastic model, I think we have already studied in probability and queuing theory. So the data will be uncertain data, so we are not going to consider this. So like I said, for deterministic model all the data are known with certainty, and for stochastic model we doesn't know about the data. It is represented like a random numbers. So the history of OR, it starts really on 1930s. So it has been followed by many organization or company to improve their profits. So you'll see some of the major contribution of the different persons for this operation research. So it has started early 1990s in industrial engineering. For this Markov process is proposed by Markov, and later we'll be seeing some important concepts only. So 1950 Kuntaker condition for nonlinear programming was invented, and many PERT and CPM model was proposed. So because of this PERT and CPM model, the cost of the budget or the cost of the project is reduced a lot, and it is used in 1940s in World War II. And then game theory was proposed by John von Neumann. Then we have like microcomputer in 1970, then linear programming was proposed by Karl Marker in 1980, and based on all the package, they have created a spreadsheet package in 1990s. After that, we have like Torah package, which was proposed by our author, and so many things have been done in operation research. So this subject is a very important subject. So if you learn this subject, you'll be getting a lot of mathematical things, and you can propose a lot of problems, and you can solve a lot of things. So we'll see what are all the steps involved in this operation research. So the main goal of this thing is to solve a problem and to get a solution. If we get a multiple solution, you can select any solution that is suitable for you. For example, the given real-time problem, suppose a real-time situation like company information can be given, that will be taken as a real-time situation, and we have something called as data in it. So what we can do is we cannot able to solve the data, we cannot able to get the solution directly from the data. So what we will do is we will convert that situation into some problem that is said to be a problem statement. For example, if company produces two products, say A and B, so we can take x1 as a product A and x2 as a product B, and based on the situation we'll convert that into a mathematical model. And why we need to convert a mathematical model is to solve it, because only the mathematical problem or a model we can solve it. So after the mathematical model, we can use some of the tools. Maybe it may be automated tools or manual tool, or it may be an algorithm. After applying the algorithm, we'll be getting a solution, and we have to test the solution whether the solution is optimal or not, or whether the solution is feasible or infeasible. So if we have if we have an optimal solution, we can directly say that the given solution is optimal. If the solution or if the problem has a multiple solution, we have to select the best solution out of it. After selecting the best solution, we can come to the criteria, or we can come to the conclusion. So situation is the hypothesis, and at last we are getting the conclusion. So the first thing will be the data formulation or the problem formulation. Then after creating a problem formulation, we have to model that using a mathematical model. After collecting the data, or after collecting the model, we have to get the data, and we have to analyze the data. We have to implement some code, and we have to fine tune that. Suppose if there is any bug, we have to fine tune that, or if there is any bogus data, we have to fine tune that. After finding after tuning the data, we have to perform some experiment. After performing the experiment, we will be getting some result, we have to analyze it. So these are the steps that are involved in operation research or resource management technique. So the success stories of OR, it can be used in strategic planning, supply chain management, pricing and revenue management, logistics and site location optimization, market research, like other applications like scheduling, portfolio, inventory, forecasting, sales analysis, auctioning and risk analysis. And there are other numerous things happening here. So we'll be seeing some of the important examples or important real-time studies about this OR. So the British Telecom used this OR to schedule the workforce. Because of implementing the OR in their application, they have saved $150 millions in the year 1997 to 2000. So it is projected in future, it is projected to save like $25, that is 250 million. And Sears, they have used OR to create a vehicle routing and scheduling system. So because of implementing their OR in that, they have saved 42 millions. And UPS uses OR to redesign its overnight delivery network, and they have saved. So these are the real-time data or statistical data. So that means we can use the operation research to minimize the cost of the project or the budget, to maximize the profit of the company. Thank you.